Can I tell you about the most expensive business decision I ever made? It wasn't a bad investment. It wasn't a failed launch. It wasn't even a bad hire. It was deciding to build completely alone. And I didn't even realize I was making that decision. It just happened. One disappointment at a time, one betrayal at a time, one letdown at a time, until somewhere along the way I stopped reaching out. I stopped collaborating, stopped letting people close to the dream. And I called it focus. I called it protecting my energy. I called it being strategic. But if I'm being completely honest with you today, and I'm always going to be honest with you, it was fear. Fear wearing a very convincing productivity costume. And it was costing me income I didn't even know I was losing. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Rudy, a single mom, faith-fueled entrepreneur, and the founder of Empower Collective, a community for women who are building real businesses in real life. And this July, we're going somewhere most business coaches won't take you. We're talking about the connection between your trust wounds and your income ceiling. So stay with me today because this video might completely reframe the way you think about growth. Let me start by asking you something. How long have you been building your business mostly alone? Not because you don't have access to collaboration, not because nobody has ever offered to help, but because letting people close to your vision feels risky. Because you've been hurt before, because you've trusted someone who let you down, because you've poured into a relationship that didn't pour back, and slowly, without even realizing it, you built walls around your ideas, around your offers, around your income streams, around your dream. And from the outside, it looks like discipline. It looks like focus. It looks like strength. But inside, it's exhausting because carrying everything alone always is. Now, I want to give this pattern a name today so we can look at it clearly. I call it the lone wolf pattern. And I want to be really clear about something. This is not a personality type. Introversion is a personality type. Preference for quiet focus is a personality type. But the lone wolf pattern is different. It's a protection energy. It's a protection strategy. And it developed because at some point, maybe many points, trusting people with your dreams cost you something. Maybe a business partner who took your ideas. Maybe a friend who didn't show up. Maybe a mentor who let you down. Maybe a collaboration that fell apart, or maybe just years of doing everything yourself because there was literally nobody else. And your nervous system learned, close people out, stay safe. I'm not here to judge that strategy. In the season it developed, it probably served you. But here's what I need you to hear today. The same walls that protected you then are blocking your income now. Let me show you exactly what I mean. Think about how income actually flows in an online business. Most of us think it flows like this. Create the content, build the audience, make the offer, get clients. And that works slowly with a lot of effort over time. But the women who are growing fastest right now, they have an additional income channel that most of us are completely ignoring. And it looks like this. Build a relationship, earn trust, referrals happen, and then clients arrive warm and ready to buy. One warm introduction from an aligned partner can do more for your income than 90 days of content creation. I want to say that again because I need you to really let it land. One warm introduction from the right person can do more for your business than 3 months of showing up and creating content, because that introduction comes with borrowed trust. When someone who already has a relationship with your ideal client says, "You need to know this woman," that person arrives already believing in you. They don't need 47 pieces of content to warm them up. They don't need to follow you for 6 months. They just show up ready. And if you don't have relationships that generate those kinds of introductions, you're working twice as hard for half the results. Now, let me get specific about what the lone wolf pattern is actually costing you, because I think most of us know it's costing us something. We just haven't sat down to actually count the cost. First, it costs you referrals. Every time someone in your extended network has a conversation with their audience about a problem that you solved, and they recommend someone else because they didn't know you well enough or you're just not top of mind, that's a referral that went somewhere else. That happens every single week for most of us, and we never see it because we never built the relationship that would have captured it. Second, it costs you reach. When you collaborate with someone who has an aligned audience, your content goes from reaching your own people to reaching their people too. Overnight, your visibility doubles or even triples without creating a single extra piece of content. But if you're building in isolation, your reach is permanently capped at the size of your own audience. And growing that audience alone is slow. Third, it costs you opportunities. Podcast invitations, summit features, guest blog spots, joint ventures, bundle partnerships. These things happen inside networks, inside relationships, inside communities of women who know each other and lift each other up. If you're not in one of those rooms, either literally or relationally, you're invisible to those opportunities. And fourth, it costs you support. And this one is less about money and directly, but stay with me. When you're building alone, you're making every decision alone, every pivot alone, every problem solve alone, every mindset battle alone. And that's exhausting. And exhausted entrepreneurs don't make the best decisions. They just don't. They don't create their best content. They don't show up as their best selves for their clients. The right community and the right relationships don't just feel good. They make you better at what you do. And better at what you do creates better results. So yes, isolation is costing you income. Just maybe not always in the ways that you can see directly. Okay, so now that we've named the pattern and counted the cost, let me talk about why this is harder for some of us than just deciding to be more connected. Because if it was just as simple as go make more connections, you would have done it already. The reason the lone wolf pattern is so sticky is that it's connected to real wounds. Real experiences of betrayal, real experiences of being let down, real experiences of trusting people who didn't deserve it. And your nervous system is not wrong for protecting you from that happening again. But here's what I've learned. And this is the core of what we're working on throughout the month of July. There is a difference between healthy discernment and unhealthy isolation. Healthy discernment says, I will be selective about who I let close to my vision. Unhealthy isolation says, nobody gets close, ever, full stop. One protects you wisely, the other protects you right out of income and the community you desperately need. The goal this month is not to tear your walls down. Walls that come up for a reason deserve to be respected. The goal is to find the door, to learn how to open it selectively for the right people in the right way, with the right boundaries in place. Because your healing and your income strategy are actually the same work. Let me give you something practical before I get to the resources I have for you. Here is what I call the weekly connection touch point. And it's the simplest system I've ever found for starting to build a connected income strategy without feeling overwhelming or fake. Every single week you do these 3 things. Just 3. Number 1, appreciate. Send one genuine message to someone in your network, a peer, a complimentary business owner, someone whose work you genuinely admire, and tell them something specific about what they're doing that impacts you. Not to get anything, not to pitch anything, just genuine appreciation. This builds relationship equity slowly, steadily, and powerfully. Number 2, amplify. Share someone else's content this week with a genuine personal endorsement. Not just a vague share. Actually tell your audience why this person's work matters. When you amplify others, others begin to amplify you. That's not transactional. It's just how genuine community works. Number 3, ask. Make one small ask this week. It may be a collaboration conversation. It might be asking someone to share your freebie. It might be requesting an introduction to someone in their network. It might be pitching a podcast guest spot. One ask. 1 week. That's it. It's super simple. Appreciate, amplify, ask. 3 touch points every week. Do this for 90 days and your network will look completely different. Your income will feel completely different and your business will be far less lonely. Now, let me tell you about the resources I have for you this month because this is a big topic and I don't want you to walk away from this video without somewhere to go next. First, the Connection to Income Starter Pack. This is completely free and it's waiting for you inside my community, the Empower Collective. It's the starting point for this whole journey. Naming your patterns, identifying your ideal connection targets, and taking your first steps towards building an income through relationships. Come grab it. It's free. You just need to be inside the Empower Collective to access it. Second, later this month, I'm hosting the Authentic Networking for Women Who Hate Small Talk workshop. This is for the woman who knows she needs to build connections, but the thought of networking makes her want to disappear. You're going to make it feel real, genuine, and actually effective. Details on that coming very soon, so stay close. And third, the collaboration scripts and outreach kit is launching later this month. This is for when you know who you want to reach out to, but you have no idea what to say. It's the scripts, the templates, the exact words that make reaching out feel easy instead of cringe. That's coming and I'm so excited about it. Before I close today, I want to leave you with something. I spent a lot of years thinking the lone wolf life was strength. And in some seasons, it was survival. But survival mode was never meant to be your permanent home. You were built for community. You were built for connection. You were built to have women in your corner who cheer loudly and show up and send referrals and open doors. And the income you've been working so hard to create, a lot of it is sitting on the other side of relationships you haven't even built yet. Not because you're not capable and not because you're not worthy, but because the walls came up before you could get there. This month, we're finding the door together. Now, I want to hear from you. I love hearing from people in my comment section. Drop a comment below and tell me, are you more lone wolf or a connected builder right now? And what's one connection or collaboration you've been putting off that you're going to take action on this month? Let me know below. I read every single comment. If this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up. It helps more women find this content who need to hear it. And if you're not subscribed yet, hit that button and that notification bell, because every week I bring real talk for real women building real businesses. Until next week, warrior, reemerge and rise.